Welcome to the halftime circus with Jason and Leslie. We'll talk about midlife, sports, work, kids, and whatever else we feel like on this crazy ride called life. Halftime circus, halftime circus, halftime circus.
All right, welcome to the Halftime Circus. I'm Leslie, and we're on episode 2.
And I'm Jason. Hello, welcome back.
Thank you. We're honestly surprised you're back. If I'm being honest,
You
thought
know
it would
what?
just be the
you know
two of
what?
us.
Hey, you know what? Episode 1, I felt went very, very well, and gosh, we got a lot to talk about today.
So many things.
A lot. Yeah. So, hey, let's get right into it. As everybody got to know us last week, and we've had a lot of questions come in from family and friends, and we've got some updates and production updates, and a majority today we're going to talk about some sports, and
Thank the Lord.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We live and die by sports. My goodness, And hey, shout out to your shirt, by the way. Love what you're wearing today.
This is Peyton Manning, if anybody doesn't know, when he was number 16 at the University of Tennessee.
So I went to Tennessee during that time. The glory years. I was there from 96 to 99 roughly, and 98 the most magical season ever. But 97, when I was a sophomore, I actually ran into Peyton several times. Shout out Peyton Manning, love you. We'd love for you to be on our podcast. Come and see us anytime. Man, yeah, what a magical time. But Leslie, everybody may be wondering, like, hey, Jason, you're a big Tennessee guy. What are you wearing? Well,
I'll be honest. I'm wondering what the heck you're wearing.
Yeah, when you marry into a Hoosier family, right? You have a wife that's an IU grad that bleeds cream and crimson. Even though they say big red, right? At Tennessee, we say big orange, and our colors are orange. They're crimson and cream, but they say big red. Anyway, so, hey, shout out to Hoosier Nation. We're going to talk about that today. Obviously wearing my IU gear today. What a magical, magical season they had. And, man, we got some fun stories to talk about there, too.
It's magical and all. I'm repping the SEC, though. So I will wager to guess we got a lot of storied things to talk about on my end as well.
Yeah. The Big Ten's on a 3-year run here. SEC not looking so hot getting the national title. Let's go, SEC.
I agree. But I think if we back that picture up just a little bit longer, I think the SEC is definitely dominated. Football.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah. Hey, where are we broadcasting from today?
Neyland Stadium. Hello. Best place in the world, if you ask me. We haven't been in too long.
It's been 2 or 3 years. Hey, what's your favorite memory growing up about Neyland Stadium and just everything about it?
So this is so silly, but I remember us going to the game. Now, this isn't growing up, but this was going back as an adult. I would go with my dad and my brother, and we would go to the games. And my great-great-grandfather went to the University of Tennessee. My parents went to the University of Tennessee. My uncle went to the University of Tennessee. My granddaddy, he went to Mississippi State. That's another story for another time. I say all this to say we're an SEC family. So it was just so moving to me. And it was back when Jalen Hurd was there and Butch Jones was there, and we were doing the Vol Walk. And we were in front of Ayers Hall, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is where my great-great-grandfather went to school. And college game days there. My husband, he's an ACC guy. He was like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. At first, he was like, I mean, Leslie, I've been to ball games before. I know it. I don't need you to tell me how awesome the SEC is. There's my new dog in the background if you can't hear. And I was like, just come with me to one game. So we went to the Tennessee Florida game, the game I'm talking about. We did the ball walk, and I literally had tears coming down my face because it was
Yeah.
just moving. And I don't know how to explain other than it was just like, this is my history and my future all in one. So anyway, we
Yeah.
go into the stadium. We're down 21 at the half. And Chris was like, well, this was a bust. Like, I cannot believe we did that. We came back, scored 38 points unanswered, won the game, beat those dirty Florida Gators. And
Nice.
Chris was like, oh! And I'm thinking, he's going to think every game is supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
next time we went back, we did not have the same experience. But it was great.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. Mine. I've got two specific ones. One with our group, you and Chris and my wife Jen, and we went to the Florida game when Josh Dobbs was there. I would probably put that game at number one on my list just from memories because it's just awesome company and the weekend we had, and
Mm-hmm.
watching us beat Florida. Remember, that's when we had the drought going on for many years going into it. And being at that game, they were wearing the smoky grays, and our seats were looking right down. And going into halftime, we had
It
a
was
big screen, Juwan
checkerboard.
Jennings in the corner, the checkerboard. It was awesome. And then Jen was, sitting down eating some peanuts, and we started coming back. And so then became the running joke of "eat more nuts, Jen," and that got us going pretty hard. But we won that game, and then the tailgating, that whole time was just unbelievable memory. But my earliest memory, so I grew up in Knoxville, and so everything was always Tennessee, orange everywhere. Very early in my life, around 6 years old, started playing little league football, and they had a big thing where they took the kids like for the local football system, like, hey, you get to go and watch a game. And these were the days, early '80s, and I got to see the likes of Willie Galt, Stanley Morgan,
Oh,
Reggie White.
wow.
Um,
The
those were
Minister of
Johnny Majors was
Defense.
Johnny Majors
Oh,
was the coach. So that was my earliest memory when the artificial turf was still in there. We
yeah.
got to sit on the field. It was just an incredible time, and then fell in love with Tennessee. Went to high school right down the road from the school. Obviously, grown up there. Went to college there. I was there for '98. National title year. So my entire life is bled orange from day one. So, but hey, repping the Hoosiers today for obvious reasons. So hey, what do you want to talk about next? We've got some, you want to give an update on since last episode and what we've learned from a work in progress and a production note.
So here's what I'll say. I mean, please remember, folks, that we are professionals by day and we are amateur podcasters by night. So we certainly appreciate your patience with us because this is much harder, number one, than you would ever think. Um, but we really have a whole lot of funny stuff to talk about, and we hope that you'll stick with us because I think it'll be worth your while. So, I mean, turn off
Yeah,
all those boring, heavy talks and just stick with Auntie Leslie and Uncle Jason. We'll be your people. We'll bring you through the day.
we could do the whole nighttime with Delilah kind of soft tone.
Oh
With
yeah, and
Delilah.
that's our dog's new name. That's the
I know,
puppy's
isn't
new
that cool?
name. I know. Hey
Yeah.
there, Delilah. We keep saying it to her.
By the way, I probably just aged myself by saying that, but hey, if you're listening out there and you're young, and you'll get it one day. So hey, work in progress. My goodness. Hey, shout out to our executive producer Chris out there who has been behind the scenes, and our AP Jen that's been doing a lot of uh, figurative heavy lifting in her head. Giving feedback and stuff, but the production notes and the things that we talk about and the behind the scenes stuff, like you said, my goodness, we are learning every day. So hey, this is a work in progress. It's going to look better, it's going to feel better. uh, Here in about 2 weeks, Leslie and I will actually be together sitting down recording some episodes over Valentine weekend when we're in town together. So looking forward to that. But it's going to look and seem a little bit different. We've got some ideas for live on site podcasts. and videos coming up. We got some shorts coming up. We've got some photos of real life and things we're doing behind the scenes.
We've got
Um,
guests.
we've got guests that we're
We got
working on.
guests.
We got guests. We got beer. We've got some other fun things as well. Yep. Shout out there.
Shout out to Michelob
Uh,
Ultra.
yeah. There you go. There you go. Yep. I'm. You know what? Right now, Leslie, I'm doing my coffee again. Um, because I need to juice up a little bit. I need to
Is it
get the
spiked?
vibes going. No comment. So let's keep this production rolling. Hey, you never know. But
Do you plead the
man,
fifth?
yeah, plead the fifth. But the hey, the production, and for those of you that have been through it, you completely understand and know. And for those of you that don't know, we have made a simple rule that we're gonna make sure that this is fun. It's a hobby, and we're excited to do it, and we're gonna do as much as we can, how often we can. But it will continue to be a work in progress, and I promise you one day that this is going to look very, very polished, and we're going to keep getting better. So hey, we got some questions from friends and family since our last episode, and what do you have? I've got a couple that I'll share, but I'd love to hear what you have coming from your side.
All right. So, first of all, I want to give shout out to Kylie for making these roots better from the last time. So, thank you, Kylie. That one goes for you.
Wait, wait, is that a foul if I can never tell if you did your hair or not?
No,
Is that
it's not.
is that good or bad?
No, it's
It's
not.
totally guy cliche, but I am terrible, terrible at recognizing if Jen gets her hair cut or her roots dyed or whatever. So
Well,
hey,
I
looks
mean,
good.
I can
Looks
always
good.
text you one off. So here's a little best friend secret. Here's a little pro tip, okay,
Yeah,
from you, girl.
yeah. Pro
And
pro tip.
Jason will attest for this. So, like, when I see something that I know Jen is gonna like for a gift, I one off text him and be like,
Oh
"Hey,
yeah.
here's the link for this. This might be a good idea for your wife for
Wait,
her
wait.
birthday, for Valentine's Day, or whatever." You know what I mean? And
And you know what? A
that's
hundred
just what
percent of the
good friends
time,
do.
yeah, 100% of the time, it's actually a great idea. So thanks for that.
Thanks. I mean, I'm just looking out for my girl. So I've got a question coming in from Stephanie. And Stephanie says she wants us to talk about college football and specifically about college football. She wants to talk
We
about
we will definitely get there.
college football and their bad mistakes. That's one. And secondly, college football gone bad after adopting a multi-team playoff system and transfer portal. And boy, I can do
Wow.
a whole episode. Now, she is an Auburn
Yeah.
Tigers fan, Wardam Eagle in honor of Stephanie and my good friend, other friend Stephanie, because they are both alumni
Wow.
of Auburn University. So, would you want to go first? Or you
Yeah.
want me to go first?
Well, I'll tell you what. So we'll definitely get that because today's theme is all about sports. We got so much to talk about, and with college sports and Winter Olympics coming up, and some fun things. We got our flag on the play coming up. We've got our quick hit questions coming, so you can continue to get to know us. So that hey, great question from Stephanie there to kick it off. Um, I've got some things I'll talk about IU and Indiana University, and so let's go with you first.
All right. So I will say, let's see, college football coaches that have gone wrong. I mean, I think if we're not talking about Lane Kiffin at this point, like, shame me on us, because here's the thing.
Oh
Here's where I was at. Loved Lane at Tennessee. I think
yeah,
he is an offensive genius. Like, I think he's wonderful. I think, however,
yep, yep.
he is his own worst enemy. He creates situations for himself. He literally is his own obstacle. So, the way he handled Ole Miss, the way those coaches handled the playoffs, the way they're still handling the Dabo thing this week. I mean, it comes as no surprise, but I feel like college sports is getting kind of sleazy. And I'm sure it's always been that way to an extent, and they always just kept it kind of clean looking from the outside. But I don't like that. You know what I mean? That's why I always liked
Yeah,
it as opposed to the professionals. But now it's kind of looking like the professionals are actually the cleaner version. So what's your take? Give it to me.
yeah. The whole coaching carousel. Hey, at the end of the day, it's a business. You know, And there's so much money tied up in this thing now. And I'm not talking about just NIL or the new things there, which have completely changed the game. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and just like any business, people are going to come, they're going to go, they're going to get recruited, they're going to get other jobs and things like that. There are rules of the game. Specifically with Lane, man, he's great coach. Obviously, he's had success in many places wherever he's been. Do we agree with the way that was handled and what he did? No. I think a majority of folks out there, but at the end of the day, again, business, made a choice. He's in a new place. And hey, good luck to him because they're in Rocky Top next year. So good luck. That will be one hell of a raucous game.
If French's Mustard doesn't sponsor that daggum game, they're missing an opportunity. I'm just
Golf
saying.
balls and
Danny
mustard.
White, come on. Please tell me you're going to have him sponsor the game. Please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So your question was pretty deep from Stephanie, right? The other part was wanting to talk about just the overall college landscape with NIL. What's your take?
Listen, I don't know. I'm kind of got mixed emotions on it, and I'm going to tell you why. Because for a long time, my opinion is if you got free tuition and free room and board, that is a salary. I mean, some of these universities, it's $100,000 a year in tuition that you're getting granted to you. You know what I mean? That's a heck of a lot more than I made at 18. I don't know about you, but I don't think that that's a bad deal. I think that honestly, they're going to have to regulate it. I'm not opposed to it. I think as long as it stays the Wild Wild West, it's going to be just a cluster. I think they need to make 5 years. It just needs to be 5 years. That way it takes out the medical red shirt rule, any of that stuff. You get 5 years. I don't care. I don't care if you play one game. I don't care if you play 10 games. You get 5 years.
Yeah.
And I think they need to cap it per player. I don't think that one player needs to make, $10 million a year and the next player needs to make $25,000 a year. Just here's the max you can make and you can make it for 5 years and then that's done. I don't care how old you are. If you want to, if Josh Dobbs had eligibility, if Peyton Manning had eligibility and he could come back, I mean, hop to it, Skip. But I don't know. That's just my thought. What do you think?
Yeah. So, man, it's such a loaded question from Stephanie, and you and I have talked about this quite a bit too. I agree it needs to be regulated. Somewhere along the way, the NCAA has got to grow some and figure this thing out. For example, this week they allowed a G League and NBA player to come back mid-season.
That's dumb.
Play. And Alabama
by a
still
donor.
lost. Go Vols. We still won the game. But just the whole unregulated part, the NCAA has got to figure out some rules. They've got to figure this thing out. They've got to put some, like you said, some maybe caps on it. Institutions out there, they have this $20 million cap from their athletic department to sprint around with NIL. But then on top of that, you've got all your boosters out there adding more money. So, if you're a big time, Division I school with a lot of booster money, and we know who those are, and we're now seeing a lot of that through the portal. We're seeing it through recruiting. It's just so unregulated. So, until that there is a structure, a framework, there is some kind of cap, if you will, whatever they want to call it, and until they finally have some system that everybody can play in an even playing field, it won't change until then. That's my take on it. The other side of it though is, hey, this is the new reality, and if you don't catch up, you're going to get left behind.
100%.
Look what Indiana did this year.
Well, look what Rick Barnes has done. I mean, he's been a transfer portal champion. Here's what I will say, though. I think when it comes to football, I won't say this for basketball, and admittedly, that's where I'm the most studied. There needs to be some contract issue in there. When they go to any postseason games, those players, the NIL money needs to include that, and whether they need to include some type of insurance policy. And I get it, right? Like if your whole career is riding on one game, one injury away. I get that. Then there needs to be something put in place. But if I'm paying you $20 million or $10 million, dadgummit, you better be at that bowl game. You know what I mean? And if not, then
Could you
there needs to
imagine,
be.
by the way, being 18 years old and being told that we're going to pay you $10 million.
Man, I can't imagine that. Well, actually, no, I was so responsible at 18. I was probably more responsible at 18 than I am now. Because like now, it's like I realized it wasn't that serious, you know? But at 18, I was like, oh, it ended up on a record. I'm like, what record? What record is there? My permanent record.
Yeah.
Where is that?
That is just crazy, 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 crazy. But hey, think about Indiana for a minute. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New coach came in 2 years ago, Signetti, completely changed the program. The losingest program in the history of college football up until 2 years ago. Right? Signetti's only had 2 losses in 2 years. They went 16-0 this year. They won the national title. Big shout out to Hoosier Nation out there for everything you accomplished, and looking forward to the future, of course. But he brought in a new philosophy in this NIL era where he recruited 0 5-stars, right? He went into the portal and said, hey, I want the 3 stars who are going to go out there and work their tail off, that are hungry to go win. And he formed a group of older college kids, average age of the team. I think it was one of the oldest in the entire college football landscape, around 24 years old. But they went out and did it.
What was
right?
the name of that movie back in the 90s? Where, oh my gosh, Kathy Ireland was the kicker, and they recruited like these old players.
Necessary Roughness.
Yes, that's what it was like. I mean, it was kind of like that, right? Where they like recruit all these old players. Yeah. And that brings up a question too, right? I mean, you're 24, 25 years old. You play an 18-year-old. Is that the same? I don't know. I mean, it's in the rules. It's fair. It's fair game. I'm not saying that. Yeah. But I think that's another reason why they kind of got to look at that a little bit, because I know that college teams think they can go beat the Cleveland Browns or whatever NFL team isn't doing well. There's no way. You're going to get your cans kicked across the field because they're older and their bodies are more mature. They've had more experience. Yeah. They've had more practice. So, I think there's something to be said for that. And I hope when I say that, it doesn't come across as I'm downplaying Indiana at all. No, go Hoosiers. Yeah. Well deserved. It was a wonderful ride. Thank you for taking us along with you. I just think it's a point of consideration.
Yeah. So hopefully, Stephanie, we got some takes here on your question, and you could unpack this thing for days. It is in the news every day. We're all following it. You got the Super Bowl coming up here in about 2 weeks, which should be pretty fun to watch. You got the NFL Combine, you got the spring practice and all that coming back up. So football will be a topic coming up. But hey, I want to just again shout out Indiana for the win and why I'm wearing the Hoosier stuff today, of course. But just talking about that game real quick, you got to give a shout out to Mendoza. Mm-hmm. My goodness, that kid, that young man. Polished, professional, the way he speaks, the way he talks, the targeting, the first hits of the game, his run at the end of the game to score the touchdown, will be forever enshrined in college football history. This guy won the Heisman, took the team 16-0. It is a movie being made in real time, which I'm sure one day it probably will be. Which, by the way, I did send a LinkedIn message to Fernando Mendoza. If you haven't seen his LinkedIn page,
he's open to work.
He is open to work. And I sent him a message the other day. So, hey, Mendoza, if you're listening out there and you ever get this, reply back to my LinkedIn. Fernando. But just a huge, huge shout out. Congrats to that team. And just thank you for the season they did, because it made my household very, very happy this year.
Now,
half of it. Now the other.
If we could get Joey Aguilar back and do the same thing for Leslie's household next year.
Yeah, I read that today, looking for his
Joey.
Another year of eligibility, going through the court system, got a new attorney and all that good stuff. So, hey, we'll find out. Maybe there might be something here why we didn't pursue a quarterback as aggressively as we did. Does somebody know something that we don't?
And if you do, can you call in and be our secret informant? We won't even release your source.
Yeah, no kidding. Right?
I know. I thought that. Listen, secretly, I hoped that, but I don't know. I don't know. I think they're counting on GMAC.
Yeah. Yeah, probably so. Hey, we'll see. Spring training and all that's coming up, so it's going to be fun. Hey, any other questions that came up from family or friends?
Not from my side. What about your
Okay.
side?
Yeah, so I've got a couple. Obviously, to our 38 subscribers out there so far, we have a goal to get up to 50 by this weekend.
I think we're
So
higher than that, sir. Have you checked? I think
oh
we're
no,
higher.
I have not checked. All right,
I'm
so hey,
pretty sure we are. Go ahead.
we're moving on up. But
Yeah.
so hey, family and friends, very excited for you and I to be doing this, and looking forward to the future, of course, and all the different topics. But uh, the funniest one actually came from my mom. So
Your
hey, shout
mom.
out to my mom, your mom.
Your mom.
Shout out to my mom out there, and God bless her, the sweetest lady in the entire world. When I told her that you and I were doing this, her first question was, "What's a podcast?"
Bless her. Hey, we're up to
Yeah,
40 by
bless
the
your
way.
mom. Oh, 40, nice. So what's a podcast? And I said, well, you go on YouTube, you watch people. What's YouTube? So, so I had a really fun conversation with my mom about, those kind of things, and giving her as low level as you possibly can explain. This is the
Hey,
same lady that
she taught you
she
how to
just got
use a
rid of her flip
spoon.
phone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you
hey,
got to go with that,
very
you know?
true. Very true. She just got rid of her flip phone like maybe 2 years ago, and finally converted over to an iPhone. So, and it wasn't the jitterbug or any one of those, but she had like an old school,
My dad's got a jitterbug. It's legit. This ain't pretty legit. Go ahead.
all the old tech. I just thought it was really sweet. She was asking the questions,
No.
and then my family got involved. They're asking me all kinds of questions, and it was really fun. So they're all wanting to be guests at some point to be on the internet, and have some fun. But I thought that was kind of my highlight with my mom. Yeah, mom.
Which, well, did she ask us a question? Or that she was asking a question about the podcast, like what it was?
The literal question was, what is a podcast and what is YouTube?
I thought you
So
meant she had a question for us. Sorry, my
no,
bad. That's
no,
precious.
we literally had to start there, and then we'll get into it in the future.
We need to go to mom question of the week. Mom,
Oh, mom,
mom.
mom. All right, hey, flipping the page here. So we've had some good sports talk and some good conversation here. Hot takes for the week around some sports. I just gotta give one more shout out because I'm super pumped, because in about 1 week from this weekend, because we're taping on a Thursday night here, or no, today's Wednesday, but in a little over a week, the Winter Olympics start, right?
Bum,
And I am a
bum,
huge
bum,
Olympics
bum,
fan.
bum.
Preach it.
Really?
Preach it. Team USA all the way, you know. So I am super pumped about the Olympics coming up. We're gonna have a lot to talk about through that. I'm gonna be wearing my Team USA gear for one of our episodes. What is the one Winter Olympic sport that you love the most? I'll start there. And what's the one Olympic sport that you wish you could play?
Real talk.
Real talk. Let's do
I don't ever watch them.
it.
But
Well, the Winter Olympics are like on snow, right? So you can start there.
well,
And
yeah, but
ice.
if I had to watch one or if I had to play one, is that what she said? If I had to play one, what would it be?
Yeah, if you what's your favorite to watch? But you
Curling.
just said you don't watch it. Oh, curling. Fantastic. Because you're good with a broom. Oh.
Speaking of your mom, tell her I said what's
Yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Curling would be fascinating to play. I think that'd be a lot of fun. My favorite one to watch, there's two. Any of the downhill skiing. I used to ski all the time before I met Jen many years ago. Had my own skis, my ski boots. Looking to go soon. Hopefully take our son. But any of the skiing events, and then the speed skating. Fascinating. Absolutely
I could see
fascinating.
that.
Especially the relay where you have like 20 people on the ice and they're shooting at each other around a short track, and my goodness, you just got to watch it.
I haven't watched. Well, I watched curling. I watched it, but other than that, I haven't watched since like Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan days. I mean, it's been a minute. And
A
I
lot's
think I
changed.
would like hockey, to be honest. I've
Yeah,
never watched
hockey.
that.
You can watch hockey right now. It's on tonight. Yep, yep. NHL's playing.
I've never done that. I should. I should. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm watching.
You know what? For maybe the next episode, that should be some homework for you. Is just to look up what are the Olympic sports. Maybe chop up a couple videos, take a look, because it's going to be fun.
We could bobsled. Maybe somebody will loan us a bobsled.
With all the snow we have now, we could bobsled. Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun. All right, so hey, let's get to our red flag or flag of the week, right? So what's your flag of the week?
I'm gonna tell you, this virtual school with these kids still out of school, it's reminiscent of the C word, and that is COVID.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not good. I'm not a teacher, and it is definitely an art. It's a skill. I'm not. So my flag on the play.
Shout out to all the teachers out there. Yeah,
100%.
Amen.
100%. I don't know how they do it, to be honest. And I'm sure that kids are probably more receptive to teachers than they are their own parents, would be my guess. But this,
They are. Yeah.
this whole work from, or the school from home thing is just, it's not for me. How about yourself?
You know yeah, there's a big debate, especially around here. You know, e-learning days is what they call them when they cancel school, right? And now all the kids get a laptop they get to bring home, and the teachers pump out, you know, all the curriculum or fun things to do on the laptop. I did that all day today, helping out Jen and our son with that, which was fine. It was fun. My patience sometimes is a lot thinner, right? Especially when I'm like, just do your homework. You know, but I kind of miss the fact that there are no true snow days. Just let the kid go be a kid and enjoy the snow, right?
Now, we did get one. We got one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. See, everything gets converted to e-learning up here. Now, on the flip side of that, though, you know, it is like negative 15 degrees outside. So we're not letting him go outside and play, you know, so look like an icicle in about 10 minutes. You know, or remember the kid from A Christmas Story, you know, he's all bundled
Ralphie.
up and running around. Ralphie. Yeah. So he looked like that the other day. We're like, man, you can't play outside. Come on. So yeah, the whole e-learning snow day thing, hey, call the flag on that all day. I agree with you.
I'll be honest.
So
Cameron was crazy about that the other day too. And she was like, I want to go outside. And I'm like, they're going to have snow hills in Walmart till April. Like, if we need to go sledding, we will. But like, I don't need your face freezing off while you're outside.
Yep, for sure. So hey, my flag on the play this week.
You have another
I
one?
believe I'm going to share. Well, no, I was just commenting on your flag on the.
Oh, okay. Here's yours.
Yeah, so I've got one too. Yep, here comes the flag. So you know, as we have grown up with our kids and watching them, to this day, the funniest things still happen. But yesterday, he asked me to check on the toilet to make sure he wasn't going to clog it again, and it was just the funniest thing, you know, because I love it, but man, come on, dude, you know, and that's just my flag to all the parents out there. I feel your pain every day. I see it. But it was just funny when it's like, hey, Dad, can you check the toilet? Am I going to clog it?
I'm telling you, there's no preparing you for the questions they're going to ask. And when they ask them, that's the best.
Oh, yeah. You sometimes you just laugh before you even figure it out. You're like, that's hilarious. Right on, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a whole nother. You know what? That needs to be an episode. Funniest questions my kid has asked. And we need your input. So when you subscribe, and follow us, you drop your kid's funniest question that or most embarrassing question they've ever asked you. Let's commiserate together.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it, because we could go on for days with this one. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Hey, now to our final, you know, section or segment for today. It is the quick hit, as our listeners out there continue to get to know you and I. So I've got a list of 10 questions here for you, which you have not seen.
Got nothing.
Right. So the rule is you have to answer within 5 seconds. First thing that comes to your mind, no right or wrong answer out there. and I'll be more than happy to answer these as well, unless you've got questions for me.
I'm sure that HR would disagree, but go ahead and shoot anyway. I'll just do what I can.
Number one.
Yep.
Number one.
Okay.
Okay. Whoops. Hold on.
That's what she said.
On.
Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
That's for Chucky.
Hold on. All right. Number one. What is your most unhinged treat yourself purchase under $20?
Under 20?
$20.
Oh, I don't know. Starbucks.
Oh, good answer. Good answer. You know, that's a good treat. What's your favorite go-to drink?
Listen, I am lame. I either do unsweet green tea or I do the blonde roast Fenty, no room for cream.
Mine right now is the pistachio oat milk latte. Oh, I love pistachio.
I do love pistachio.
Love. Oh,
I'm down with that.
Really
I haven't
good.
tried it.
Yeah, good. All right. What's the worst time that you've ever said we should talk?
Gosh. I don't even know. Maybe at a bar. Yeah. I remember going on a blind date with this guy once. This is horrible. I shouldn't tell this story.
Or you know, it could be like, hey, we need to talk.
I was like,
it doesn't have to be at a bar.
I was like, this ain't gonna work. Okay, like I'll buy my beer, you buy your beer. Let's agree to disagree. You know. So
yeah,
that was probably it.
Mine was at work when I went up to a.
Yours is at work. Mine's at a bar. Go ahead.
Yeah, yours is at a bar. Mine was at work, and I went at a meeting, and I was like, "Hey, we need to talk," and sent panic. But it was a good conversation. But the way it came out was not the best way.
Y'all have
All
that.
right. What is your signature move when you are losing an argument?
I don't know because I don't lose. Google me. I win. Just ask the EP. Awesome. He'll tell you.
Yeah, Google me. I win. Mine is my signature move is I just walk away. I just walk away. I get very quiet in arguments. I'm not a confrontational kind of person. I'd rather.
I double down.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't mean I don't come back to it, but I tend to just let it simmer, let it calm down. What is a smell that instantly turns you into a child or a menace?
A child or a menace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my granddaddy worked at this place and I've only smelt it one time since then. And they sold like sinks and I mean, anything kind of like a Lowe's or a Home Depot would have been.
Yeah, like a hardware store. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. I've only smelt it once since then, and it literally almost brought me to tears because it just brought me back to going to see him at work.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's so sweet. Mine's a good one too. It's when we start preparing for Christmas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just all the whether it's the cookie smell, the candles, the cedar and balsam, whatever those smell, just the Christmas smells, right? Takes me back to my childhood, takes me back to just happy memories. But yeah, that's such a feel good. Now we're going to get into some hard ones.
Oh,
all
good
right?
ones.
What is the most suspicious thing in your notes app right now?
Oh, my Christmas list. And I should probably name it something other than gifts for people. Literally anybody, I'm like, here's my password, get on my phone. And like, you could literally go in there and it's got every person's name and exactly every gift that I got them for any given holiday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mine would be, symptoms of my kidney stone.
Of course, yours is something medical. Mr. Knees, Kidneys. Yours is gonna be a song
knees,
like
kidneys,
Kidneys, and I stumped my toe. Like you're gonna have to come up with your own damn song or something.
Yeah, or pull a hammy trying to punt a football, right?
Hey, but anybody could kick. Just ask McAfee.
Yeah, anybody could kick. Just ask our executive producer, myself, what happened 2 years ago. All right, moving on from that one. What's your go-to excuse when you have mentally checked out?
At what? Because it would differ
Anything.
on what the activity is. If
Most common.
I'm with friends, I'd be like, y'all, my tank is empty and I'm good. Like I got nothing left to offer you. And honestly,
Yeah.
even at work, I will do that sometimes too, because I figure honesty is usually the best policy.
Yeah, mine is I'm tired. I'm done.
I'll be
I
like,
keep
my
it very simple.
ADHD, it's gone. It's done.
Yeah, mine's very simple too. Yeah. What is a rule you have absolutely wait, well, let me rephrase this. What's a rule you have that absolutely no one else will follow?
In my house, don't
Hmm.
spit in a trash can. Don't spit gum. Don't spit, nothing. Gross. If you like, just don't spit in a trash can. I think it's so gross. It's a hard no for me. What about you?
Yeah, oh my gosh, this is a hard one. Probably one rule in this house would be picking up the toys because they never,
Mm.
ever, 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 ever get picked up.
In
Ever.
the history of ever. Yeah.
In
Same
the
here.
history of ever. It just never, it's like, I don't even know where all the toys come from. It's a perpetual, endless pile of toys. And I
Do you ever
don't get it.
see
Don't
that
get it.
there was a competitive sport that I saw online the other day where it was two grown men that were playing bowling soccer on a field full of Legos barefoot. And that is kind of what it feels like in my house most days.
Legos, I already like it. All right, next question. What's a movie quote that you use that makes people judge you?
Wow. Um, I quote Tommy Boy a lot, and what I found is, especially like the neighborhood kids have really turned me on to the fact that they didn't know who that was or what that was. So then when I'm saying these things, I really date myself and they're like, oh, they're trying to be nice, but it's not it. So like anything like, you could get a good look at a bull by sticking your head up a butcher's ass. Wait, no, but it's got to be your bull. It's like something like that. And everybody's like, what is she talking about? So that's
Right.
probably anything off Tommy Boy. Anything off Tommy Boy. It's one of my all time greatest.
Yeah, mine's more nerd alert. So probably a lot from Star Wars. Yeah, go figure. But oh, you can't see Yoda because he's green on the green screen here.
That would
But
make sense.
maybe down there. Oh no, still can't see him. But probably some of the weird Yoda quotes. But I do have a different one. Oh, you can't see this on the screen either. It's a little stress ball that I have here in my office, but it says I can and I will. Now, it gets a lot of judging. Sometimes I share it, but I think it's just a really good stress ball for me to have. It says I can and I will, and occasionally I'll pick it up and think about it. Yep.
I
But
like
trust
it.
me, I get the judge look from
Why?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's my little mental confidence booster that you know what I can and I will, and we're gonna figure this thing out. And when I look at it, it's go time.
I like
Just
it.
the way I'm wired. Yep. If you had a warning label, what would it say after 8 p.m.?
May cause drowsiness.
Oh my God, that's what mine would have said too.
uh, might intensify with alcohol.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to agree with you. May cause dizziness, drowsiness. Yep, I'm
I'll
going
be
to go with that one as
honest.
well.
So I don't, you guys, not all of you know this, but my husband does not think I'm funny at all. Most people think that, I would say most people would think I'm funny. I would say that's probably on my list.
Yeah.
But he's always like, gosh, Leslie. And it got to the point where I would mock him so much that at my old job, people would be like, what do you say? Like, gosh, Leslie. Like, people would actually intimidate, impersonate him that never even met him. So, yeah, might cause
Yeah.
laughs. That would be mine.
Yep. Yep. That's a good one. That's a good one. Last question.
Okay.
What's one opinion you will die on that's completely unnecessary? What's one opinion that you will die on that's completely unnecessary?
Notre Dame should join a conference. You want to play? Join a conference. Love you.
Facts. 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 Yes. So hey, there you have it for the quick
What are
fire.
yours? What's yours? What's your opinion? Now you don't get this. You don't get cheap out of this. You're not going to be like, oh, I'll let her be the bad guy, and I'll just come in here. What's your opinion?
Mine would be more one of our not topics that we don't talk about.
Oh well, bananas.
Bananas. Not for this call, at least. Not for this. But there are probably many others. But like you, I didn't see these questions before
I love it.
shared them. So
Listen,
yeah.
and if you guys like that, keep it up because honestly, I think it makes it go by fun. And if you have any questions you
Yeah.
want to throw in there, enter them. Like, subscribe,
Absolutely.
throw them in there.
Absolutely. So hey, we're at the end of our time here. So let's sign this thing off again for today, and we look forward to next time.
I love it. See you guys later. Thanks for joining us.
All right, we'll see you. Thank you.
Thanks for riding with us today. Laughs and stories on the way. From the big top to your home. Now it's time for us to go. Thank you for joining us on the circus ride, my friend. We'll be back to share some more, but for now this is the end. Thank you for joining us. Keep that smile till we return. We'll save your seat right in the front till the spotlight shines again. Kick off your boots, lean back, unwind. Carry this good feel in your mind. From our crew to all of you, can't wait to see you soon. Thank you for joining us on the circus ride, my friend. We'll be back to share some more, but for now this is the end. Thank you for joining us. Keep that smile till we return. We'll save your seat right in the front till the spotlight shines again.